Listen up.
Welcome back to the Jake Asman Show. Time now for some quick hits.
You gotta move quickly.
There's no time. Move fast there. Come on.
And here we go on what is considered by many the greatest sports talk radio segment in the United States of America. It is time for Quick Hits. Quick Hits this morning is brought to you by Exergen. Everyone's temperatures vary throughout the day, so it's important that you screen for fever in the morning and in the evening. Fever is a sign of COVID-19, so stay safe with the Exergen temporal scanner. Whole lot to get to in Quick Hits. We, of course, will continue the conversation about the James Harden trade from right here in Houston to not too far from where I was born, in Brooklyn, New York. So Harden goes to the Nets. The Nets basically gave up the Brooklyn Bridge and everything else to acquire James Harden's services. Last night, Kevin Durant, he had an exchange with a reporter and was asked about playing with Harden once again for the first time in 8 years.
Hey, Kevin, I know you don't want to get into things until they are official, but looking into the past, what was it like to play with James? What do you remember about him as a teammate? Because you have played together.
It was fun.
That's it.
Riveting.
3 words. It was fun.
I'm inspired.
Put that on a T-shirt in OKC.
I'm ready to jump off a building for that guy.
No, Kevin Durant really getting the Net fans, all 7 of them fired up.
I think we could end the America's Favorite Sports segment right now.
That's it.
That's it.
Let's just go to Saban.
Let's just go to Saban.
Let's go to Saban.
You know, what'd you think of this Quick Hits, Jake?
I'm not going to tell you, so quit asking.
Well, I thought you were going to say it was fun.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking of Saban there. Yes, I should have picked up on the initial joke there. It was fun. Kevin Durant.
It was fun.
Ron, are you familiar that James Harden apparently is opening up a restaurant here in Houston?
I had heard rumors of that.
So I don't know anything about this. I'm going to be totally honest. I had no idea he was even opening up a restaurant. But the restaurant is called 13. Of course, James Harden wore number 13 with the Rockets. I don't even know where in Houston it is. But I saw this on Twitter last night. So as you could imagine, Rockets fans who defended James Harden's every move for the last 8 years aren't exactly thrilled that the guy they defended so much basically spit in their faces and wanted out. That's obvious. So if you look at the reviews for James Harden's restaurant that hasn't even opened yet, I don't think, I'm going to read you some of them. They're not good. Here's one, a 1-star review that says, the food is just not good enough. All right, so that's one. Another review, 1 star. Garbage like its owner. Here's another one. 1-star review, as you'd imagine. Garbage place, and it's not even open yet. Screw you, James Harden. And finally, Ron, maybe the greatest review that I've ever seen. 1 star, James Harden's restaurant, quote, doesn't quite have that championship taste. Well done. Well done by the Rocket fans. Exactly what you would expect from a fan base that was spit on by their one-time MVP.
Yes, but what I would like to know is the restaurant fun?
Are there strippers at the restaurant? Is actually what I would like to know, to be totally honest with you.
I mean, maybe that's to give them their day job.
I'd love to know if there are going to be some polls around the restaurant there.
So is Brooklyn all excited? The nightlife in Brooklyn, I should say?
The problem is, I mean, nightlife does not exist right now in New York. I mean, eventually, if Harden's even there, I have no idea how long they're going to lock down the city.
How funny would that be?
You can't even eat indoors in New York right now.
All the clubs sitting there like, yeah, he's coming, and he leaves before they even have a chance to truly open. That'd be a sad day.
I'm pretty sure there is a strip joint that is right across the street from the Nets facility in Brooklyn.
You're talking about you're sure? Of course there is.
I'm just saying.
You already know. Don't hide behind the fact.
I don't know the name of it though. I've never been. I've actually never been to a strip club in New York. I've been to strip clubs in Vegas and been to a strip club in Los Angeles, but I've never been to a strip club that's actually in New York.
Why not?
It hasn't happened. I don't know.
I feel you.
The time I did in L.A., I was in college. I've been to a strip club in Ithaca, New York. That's an entirely different story for another day. My goodness. It's everything you would imagine a strip club in central New York would be.
All your classmates?
Oh, actually, funny story about that.
Your teacher?
And then Vegas was Vegas.
Vegas is Vegas.
Vegas is Vegas. Anyhow, we leave the strip talk conversation with a transition to Nick Saban. This is Nick Saban, who yesterday was a part of the Zoom conference call that I was on, being asked about why he has decided to hire William Bill O'Brien as his new offensive coordinator, replacing Steve Sarkisian.
I think he did a really good job, in Houston when he was the head coach. I think when he became the general manager, maybe, things didn't go exactly like he would have liked, trying to have both roles. But having been a head coach in that league, I know how difficult it is to do both of those things, probably impossible. So based on the body of work up until then, I think he's an outstanding coach and a really good person. He's got a great family, and I think he'll do a great job with our players here.
Saying that, when he became the GM of the Texans, things didn't exactly go how he would like might be a bit of an understatement there by the greatest college football coach of all time. Just a bit of an understatement there, Nick. Just a bit. Anyhow, I am excited, though, to see Bill O'Brien getting coached up by Nick Saban. The Nick Saban rehab tour, it seems to work for everyone. Bill O'Brien, this time next year, might be a Power 5 head coach somewhere.
Or maybe he takes over the Bama program in Dabo Swinney's face, or anybody else who's ever wanted to coach at Alabama.
Bill O'Brien, the heir apparent to Nick Saban.
Yep.
Can't think of anything that would make me laugh harder.
It could be.
I will say this about Bill.
Just think, if that does happen, could have been Gase.
Could have been Adam Gase, yes. Maybe Bill will bring on Adam Gase to be his OC. I will say this, though, about Bill O'Brien. I've always defended O'Brien as a coach. I can't defend him as a general manager. What he did with the Texans was horrible. I don't need to rehash what he did. Everyone listening knows about the moves he made when he became the GM. But Bill O'Brien, the head coach, was not bad. He was probably above average. His resume was not bad. Winning divisions with bad quarterbacks is still impressive. I don't care if the division is not great talent-wise. He went to the playoffs with Brock Osweiler, with Case Keenum, with Ryan Mallett and Brian Hoyer. Bill O'Brien also did a good job at Penn State, as Nick Saban alluded to yesterday. So him being an OC, I don't think that's necessarily a bad hire. We just think of Bill O'Brien as the guy that traded Hopkins. That's kind of stained his legacy. The guy as a actual coach was not bad, and Saban pointed that out yesterday.
No, if he had just stuck to coaching and found a GM that he could work well with, I think he would still be employed as a head coach.
I agree.
I mean, he was bringing the Texans to the playoffs every single year. I mean, he was having issues in the playoffs. He had kind of a Marvin Lewis.
Who's that?
Marv Lewis.
Is he related to Marvin Lewis?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Marv Lewis.
Marv Lewis.
Marv Louis Vuitton Lewis.
Marvin Louis Vuitton.
But he had kind of his stigma in the sense that he just couldn't win in the playoffs. Could win, but choked away a big game or whatever it might be. I still think he's a good coach, but I think Saban was absolutely right. When he took on the title of GM, he couldn't do both at the same time. Couldn't multitask.
Nick Saban would know, as he pointed out.
Yeah.
Mr. former Dolphins coach and
I got an update for you.
Executive. Yes.
I mean, it's not words that he had said, but apparently Woj is saying KD very much wanted Harden.
Yeah, because
it's 3 words. So now we got a total of 6.
Well, I think we know this to be true because they don't know where Kyrie Irving is. We keep calling this a big 3. Are we sure Kyrie Irving's coming back? What if he just retires? He's made enough money. He doesn't need to play basketball if he doesn't want to.
What if he just wants to do campy basketball movies?
Have fun, Kyrie. We'll see you later.
Uncle Drew?
I got it.
No, I'm saying see you later, Uncle Drew.
Yeah, see you later, Uncle Drew. Good Lord. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? Anyhow, let's keep moving through quick hits because we got Nick Saban coming up in the next segment. If you're just tuning in, my conversation with the greatest college coach of all time. Play a couple clips from that coming up in the next segment. But let's hear from Drew Brees. We know the storyline on Sunday is Brees and Brady. They will meet for the 3rd time this season. Both guys are old. That's been well established. This was Drew Brees on his third matchup with Tom Brady being destiny.
Tom and I have a friendship and a mutual respect. And, we were texting back and forth on Monday, just kind of chuckling at this, this whole scenario, right? Listen, he's 43. I turned 42 on Friday. So that's 85 years and a lot of football experience that's going to be on the field on Sunday. Listen, when Tom Brady signed with the Bucs and I knew that he was coming to our division, I envisioned this game. So what was that, 9 months ago? 8 months ago, I envisioned this game happening because I knew our aspirations as a team to be in the playoffs and beyond, and I certainly knew what he was bringing to the Bucs.
Big time, destiny, philosopher talk there from Mr. Brees. I don't hate it, though. I am excited to see this matchup, and it's tough to beat a team 3 times. It's happened before. We've seen this happen, but we've also seen, the 07 Giants, who got beat by the Cowboys twice in the regular season, go into Dallas and beat the Cowboys en route to winning a Super Bowl. So we've seen it ain't easy to beat a team 3 times, and that's what the Saints have to do if they want to get back to the NFC Championship game.
I don't care. I'm just taking offense that you think these guys are old.
Old for
They're not
NFL
old.
terms.
They're not old. They're seasoned.
They're Grizzly vets.
Grizzly vets.
Grizzly vets. Do you like that?
That's better.
All right. Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Grizzly vets?
Yeah, I'm only saying that because I'm older than both of them.
You are older than both of them.
I am.
But you're not old in the grand scheme of life, but you'd be old if you were in the NFL.
I think I am starting making those noises, though, when I stand up or sit down.
That's a sign you're getting up there. But that doesn't mean you're old. Tom Brady and Drew Brees are not old. They're just old football players.
Now, what I want to see happen in this game, I said it yesterday, I'll say it again today. I think these two should go out, meet at midfield for the coin toss, and each of them should take a walker with them.
I love it. They should do that.
Just for fun.
That would, as the kids say, Ron, blow up the internet?
Yes. I mean, Tom Brady already started it with the photo that he had someone doctor up for him.
Yeah, the History Channel meme he made.
Fantastic.
Very funny. Brady's social media people do a great job.
Yeah. He's got a good team.
They're underpaid, even though I don't know what they get paid. So, there you go.
They're underpaid.
They're underpaid. I'm just going to assume they're underpaid if you work in media.
Does Brady come across to you like someone who doesn't tip?
Nah, I think Brady probably does right by his team.
You think so?
Yeah, I think he does.
I'd say when he's out. Do you think he tips?
I think he tips,
like obnoxiously?
I think he's fair.
Is the meal coming from his paycheck and the tip coming from Giselle's?
I think it depends on the night. I think they switch it up. Depends.
I hope so.
Yeah. Or do you think they have joint bank accounts?
No.
No?
No.
Do they have a prenup?
I think they have a joint bank account, but I think they also have
separate accounts.
Separate accounts.
Do you think Giselle wanted a prenup?
Or
did Brady want the prenup?
That's a good question. Well, she was already filthy, stinking rich before she met him, right?
Right. She makes more money than him.
Yeah, no, I know. But she was already making more money than him before, right?
I believe so.
Okay. I mean, he's performed on the greatest stage, but she had the greatest moment on the world stage.
That is true. I don't know what that moment was, but I'm going to take your word for it.
2016, she did the catwalk during the Olympics.
Oh, that was the moment?
That was, all eyes of the world were on her for...
I was there for that.
I know. You don't remember?
No, I didn't realize that was... I didn't know that was the moment.
That was probably her big moment for the whole world to see.
I don't know. I kind of agree with our friend Harry Mays. Do we really need the Olympics? I love that promo because I think it's so true. And I work too with them. I'm kind of over the whole Olympic thing. I mean, I'm appreciative of the opportunities to go, but...
I think we need the Olympics for like the first couple of days, and then we're kind of over it.
I mean, look.
Like the pageantry, and it's like, oh, yeah, world's coming together.
I don't hate the Olympics, but I think a lot of it is just, it's kind of run its course. I think we got to stop.
When you start adding breakdancing.
That's what I mean.
And skateboarding.
Like, there's too many sports.
Yeah.
There's too much going on.
Don't add.
Like, if you put the NFL in the Olympics, that would be a smart move. Figure out.
Would it?
Yes, it would. More football is better.
We would be Russia hockey team for decades.
Yeah, about time. Let's get some dominance. We don't even dominate basketball like we once did.
No, but we still win it.
We do, but
except for that one year.
Well, yeah, the 04 Athens came third place.
No, we don't. You can bring baseball back. That was fun.
I guess you can.
Football, no.
I think they are bringing baseball back. By the way,
Yeah, not this year, though.
I think it's the next installment of the Summer Games.
Who knows?
Doesn't matter. Harry Mays, spot on. Olympics. Do we really need them?
No, but I am excited
Especially Michael Phelps is retired now. Do we really need the Olympics?
I'm excited for surfing.
Are you?
Yeah, I like that.
All right. Well, I'm happy for you.
I like that one.
I
don't know how they're going to get waves in Tokyo, but it should be interesting.
Yes. I'm sure they have like a wave machine. I don't know how that works.
Godzilla.
Yep. There you go. Godzilla. Let's end on that. That wraps it up for Quick Hits here on a Thursday morning. Coming up next, my conversation with the greatest college football coach in the history of the sport. Nick Saban joins the Jake Asman Show next here on Sports Map Radio.